This morning at approximately 3 o'clock or a little shortly after, officers responded to a suspicious person possibly burglarizing vehicles over here on Quetzal Street. Upon arrival, the officer saw a suspicious person in the parking lot. The officer contacted the subject, who took off running. The officer began to pursue the subject. The subject came from behind the building, produced a weapon, and started shooting at the officer. The officer was struck one time. He does have non-life-threatening injuries, and he is in very good condition at this point. However, the officer did return fire, as did a second officer who was on the scene, striking the suspect, and the suspect is deceased. This is a very early investigation at this point. As always, as we get more information, we will make the media aware of it and our citizens here to keep them informed of what's going on. Like I said, very, very early in the investigation.
Now, we're following up with this kind of connected to tomorrow, where we saw another, attempted theft, at least with a car. Here's another, day with another attempt at a car kind of burglary. Have you guys noticed a heightened number of maybe calls or people calling you guys about this sort of thing happening?
So the one yesterday was a theft of catalytic converters. We are seeing an increase in thefts of catalytic converters. I actually had a brief counsel on this a couple of weeks ago. This was looks like it appeared to be an individual attempting to do auto burglaries. So while they're two separate things, they are thefts. And it's crime in the city. It's unfortunately it's indiscriminate. It happens on all areas of the city. We don't know where it's going to happen at, and so yes, it's I can't say that we're having an increase in certain crimes, but crimes do happen all over the city.
Only one suspect involved today, correct?
Yes, at this time we only believe there's the one suspect.
Residents from here made the call about the suspect, doing burglary?
We received several calls from the neighborhood, yes.
What are the next steps for you guys following this incident?
Well, like I said, as always, as I talked about yesterday, whenever an officer is involved in an incident like this, they're put on administrative leave for the officer's welfare as well as the investigation. Once we proceed through this investigation, the officer will be returned back to work when he's healthy, both mentally and physically. The case will be put together and presented to the DA's office for review, and we'll go from there.
Chief, it seems like these subjects are doing these type of burglaries. They're pretty. They seem like pretty dangerous, and they're armed. So, what do you suggest to residents? Because apparently yesterday it was violent, and again today, these subjects.
Well, with any incident, whenever there's a crime, we urge our residents to do exactly what they did today: call the police, give them whatever information they can give them on the suspect, what activities going on, so that way when the officer arrives, they have an idea of what the subject looks like, what he's wearing. But we do not encourage the residents to confront these individuals, because while the one today was armed and the one yesterday was armed, the other ones may not be, but you never really know. You always have to be prepared. So we encourage our residents to get us that information, but do not become physically involved with individuals. Right.
Any other details about the suspect that you guys are sharing at this time?
No, like I said, it's very early. As we get more details on it, we will release it to the media.
Thank you.
Thank you.